So I'm Anne-Christine from Belgium, for nature. Um, I really like Pro Silva silviculture because it's a silviculture where human is really integrated in the forest, and there is a lot of respect of the ecosystem, of all the functions of the forest, and this is why I really like this silviculture. And I think it's a good point that I say this and I do this video while we are in Ireland, because during this meeting we saw how humans are important in the forest management. You know, each time we were in a forest, this first spoke about the humans that are managing the forest, the humans that are owning the forest, and the history about that. And this is, I think, really linked to the Irish culture. And yeah, so I liked this meeting in Ireland.
My name is Michal Lancho. I'm from Slovakia. The role of Pro Silva in Slovakia I see in adaptation to climate change, and also delivering balance of multiple functions of forestry, and also delivering sustainability not only on national level but also at the level of every stand, to actually keep and maintain the forest ecosystem on every patch of forest. And this is important for biodiversity, also acceptance of society, and it enables integration of timber production. So this, what we have seen in these days in Ireland is that the transformation of even age forestry, even consisting of not native plantation of Sitka spruce, is a long process, but the process which is very important and necessary to actually adapt forest to climate change, and also protect biodiversity and achieve the multifunctional forestry.
Hello, I'm Johnny Hulson. I'm from Wales in the UK. I work for North Wales Wildlife Trust, an environmental NGO based in Wales, and I also do some private forestry consultancy as well. And in terms of relevance of close to nature forestry in the UK, it is still unfortunately a very political issue. Terminology is an issue, and the dissemination of the concept of irregular silviculture is an issue. Communication and training, which is something that I am trying to look at. And actually, where I'm from in Wales, there's a lot of synergy with the topic of the Pro Silva meeting here in Ireland, which is focused on culture and transforming forestry, but transforming the culture of forestry. And that's exactly the problem I think that we have in Wales, is that we have so far removed, lost our connection to the forest, the people that work in the forest, everything associated with the forest. And we know that the human immune system is dependent on the forest environment. It's just a good example of how humans are connected to the forest. But working in the forest and benefit from it in all these different ways, we've lost that, unfortunately, for many, many different reasons, the same as in Ireland. So I find it really inspiring to come to Ireland to see our colleagues at Pro Silva Ireland recognise this gap in tradition and connection to their woodland culture, and continuous cover forestry, close to nature forest management, is the ideal solution to reconnect people to the part of their soul and their heritage and their history, and give them the vision for the future to to realise the forest that they want in every aspect of their lives.
Hey, my name is Iñaki Cheveste. I come from the Basque Country, northeastern corner of Spain, and I joined Pro Silva a couple of years ago, and well, for us it's a really change of ways of doing things in our area. And Pro Silva means hope at the same time. It means experience for a long period of time that we have a lot to learn from. And coming here to Ireland as a deputy of Pro Silva Spain, it's another chance to learn a lot, another confirmation that this is possible and transformation is possible, and that there are other ways of managing forests that are much better for everybody, us humans and also the ecosystem, the forest ecosystem.
Yeah, hi everybody, I'm Martin. I'm from Switzerland. Close to nature forestry has a long history in our country. We have a long tradition of close to nature forestry, and we have a long experiences. The meeting here was great to exchange forest cultures, to exchange ideas, and to build a common vision about the forests, the forest with their provisioning services, their cultural services, and their regulating services. So forests are really key to manage them in a close to nature way, because we need to preserve the ecosystem, and we need to especially enhance the adaptive capability of forests to adapt to new climate.
My name is Mátyás Csorba, I'm from Hungary, and I'm also here a delegation of the International Forestry Students Association. It's a huge honor to me to participate in this event. I'm really happy to be here. I can learn a lot from experts from the field and from the academics. Close to the nature forestry could be the key for the sustainability, both on ecologically and economically, and it can suit to our opinion and to our expectations. What do we want from forests, and what do we can get from forests? Pro Silva is and their principles are write them on paper, and we try to adapting them on the fields. About the meeting in Ireland, the most important thing what I learned here is to be patient, because the methodology and the process, it takes time to understand the forests and the nature, how it works, how can we adapt to it.
I'm Gregory, I'm from Spain. Well, I live in Spain, and I think close to nature forestry is relevant in Spain because, I mean, for me it's a type of forestry that recognize that things are not always simple, and that we have to be humble when we look at ecosystems and try to intervene in them. And yeah, Spain has complex ecosystem, very complex between climate, material climate, species, uses, and everything mixes. So it's a good way to find some solutions in managing and having everything in count. And so there's some tradition of in certain types of forest of close to nature forestry, but it's not very extended in traditional or more productive forest. And I think it's a good alternative because for all we said, that it answers a lot of questions, and a lot, not only technically but also for what people are wanting of the forest, and how we can adapt and try to give answers to all of this. So there's a lot of potential in Spain, I think, but there's always this question of training and starting and having examples that can be useful for a forester to know these techniques and start to use them.
Okay, so I'm Serena Buscarini. I'm from Italy. I secretary of Pro Silva Italia, and I think continuous cover for forestry it is really the way to manage our forests, because if we want really to face the threats that our forests will have to face in the future with climate change and land abandonment, I think really these kind of silvicultural approaches are really needed. Here I see, for example, in this context, in this Pro Silva Europe meeting in Ireland, I'm glad to see that even in a very different context compared to my own country, I see that they are really trying to make the difference with this, applying this kind of approach in even in plantations. So I don't know, I think people are more and more aware about these needs, and so I hope Pro Silva can change things, and I hope we can make things better in the future.